All right, YouTube, 106 Falcon, I'm back with another freaking exciting ass video. This video is a cautionary tale of how not to freaking blow $100. I bought this TUMBLER knife sharpening system, and I gotta tell you, it is a hunk of junk. Before I bought it, I watched videos on YouTube there, and these people, oh, this thing's awesome. I'll tell you what, whatever. Anyways, I'll show you things you can't sharpen with this. Some of the things: scissors, serrated knives, pocket knives that have their blades like this with these weird angles on them and stuff. Now, the things you can sharpen, the only thing you can sharpen, and that's just maintaining a edge. You're not going to sharpen a dull knife. Is knives that are wider than the magnetic mounting block is tall. See, when you put your knife on there, it's got a couple magnets in there. It sticks. As long as the blade protrudes over the top of the magnetic block, then you can maintain an edge. If you have knives whose blades are narrower than the block is tall, it's really a pain in the arse to sharpen them. I will show you in a second here. Now, this tumbler is a knockoff of the horl sharpener, HORL. This goes for $100. The horl is like $200. But even that, I would say that's a waste of money. I mean, the things look cool, but I'll show you real quickly here. This is supposed to, the sharpening end and the other end there, the honing edge, they rotate in there like bearings, but it's really freaking hard. This thing does not spin easy at all. So it's easier just to let the whole thing roll when you go to sharpen a knife like that, because if you hold this and try to roll it, then you're putting all kinds of pressure everywhere. But like I say, with knives that are taller than, or are wider than the block is tall, you can maintain an edge on there. But I bought it specifically because my favorite paring knife here, this little paring knife, it just totally lost its edge, and my other little cheapo sharpeners just weren't touching it. So I saw this, bought it, and yeah, no, it doesn't work. Let me show you the edge on here real quick. Let me try to zoom in. All right, so this knife here, you can see there's dings in it. There. Anyways, I worked on this a couple days ago for almost 20 minutes with this sharpener, and it still did not take them dings out. The blade has somewhat of an edge. The first head from the tip to about here, it's got somewhat of an edge to it, and then like from here back, it's still like butter knife dull. It won't get it. And the other thing is, when you put it on the block, the block here has 15 degree, 20 degree. Now the horl or whatever you want to call it, the more expensive one, they use silicone on the sides of their block. They got two. This has two magnets, one here, one here, same as a horl or whatever, but they use silicone on the ends, so that may have a little more gription than this, because this is just like plastic, so the knives just slide. I will show you here with this little knife. Any knife whose blade is narrower than the block is tall is a pain in the ass to sharpen. Let me set the phone up in the holder and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. So what I'm referring to, when you use a wide body knife, whatever, you know, you mount it on there, the blade touches the ground here, or you know, touches here, and then with your sharpener, you just go back and forth like a so, you know, and then try to get your edge. It's still, like I say, it's the thing. It rolls. It's so freaking hard to roll this thing. Anyways, now, like I say, the more expensive one, that horl, may roll easier, and with that silicone on here, it may hold the blades tighter. But even there, if you watch videos of that one with people using knives that are not as wide as the block is tall, they walk down. And I'll show you here. So I got my little paring knife here. You got to keep the blade above your mount. If you don't hold it, see, it drops below and you start grinding on the plastic. So you gotta keep your finger under there to try to get an edge on there. And even then, you can't put too much pressure on there because the whole freaking thing wants to move. And I'm not sure the grit on this has got to be 800 anyways. And then your honing side, which is stainless steel, the horl or whatever, that comes with a ceramic disc on the honing side, and then your whatever sharpening disc. But this thing is just, it's $100 paperweight. I mean, it's pretty heavy, it's cool looking, but as far as trying to get anything sharp, yeah, no, forget about it, man. Like I say, maintaining an edge on an already sharp blade that's taller than the block is, that's wider than the block is tall, it'll do a halfway decent job. But I'll show you, this is $100. I got this here, Work Sharp. This thing is tits right here. I bought the expanded kit, $115, and it'll sharpen basically anything I have, you know, knife wise. I'm not going to sharpen a hatchet or anything, but I'm going to make a video on that in a minute here. But I just wanted to do this cautionary video. These things, even the more expensive one, make sure you check it online and watch when they do these skinny knives, and you'll see that they walk down like that as you try to sharpen them. So it's yeah, it's waste of freaking money. All right, I'm gonna come back with a video on that on this Work Sharp system, and you'll see the comparison there. Oh yeah, just real quick, my one knife here, I did this on the Work Sharp when I got it. Spent like 2 minutes on it. It's sharp from freaking stem to stern, and it's a freaking hair shaving sharp. Really easy to do. I'll show you that in the next video. See ya, bitches.